My ex-boyfriend crashed my wedding reception and destroyed the entire celebration. By the time the police arrived, there was cake everywhere, broken bottles, and my wedding dress was ruined. I got married last year to the love of my life. We'd been together for 3 years, and I was so excited for our wedding day. But there was one problem lurking in the background: my ex-boyfriend. We dated for about 6 months, 3 years before I met my husband. It was a toxic relationship that I ended when I realized he was controlling and manipulative. After we broke up, he spent months trying to get me back. Eventually, he stopped contacting me, and I moved on with my life. Fast forward to my wedding day. The ceremony was beautiful. Everything went perfectly. Then we moved to the reception venue for dinner and dancing. About an hour into the reception, while we were eating dinner, there was a commotion at the entrance. My ex-boyfriend had shown up. He wasn't invited. He shouldn't have even known where the reception was. But there he was, dressed in a suit, acting like he belonged there. Security tried to stop him, but he pushed past them and stormed into the main hall. He grabbed the microphone from the DJ and started yelling at me in front of all our guests. He screamed that I'd made a huge mistake, that I belonged with him, that my husband was stealing me from him. My husband and his groomsmen immediately moved toward him, but before they could reach him, my ex did something unbelievable. He grabbed our wedding cake, the beautiful 3-tier cake we'd spent months designing, and threw it. The entire cake flew across the room and hit me directly. Frosting and cake covered my wedding dress, my hair, everything. Everyone gasped. My mother started crying. My husband was furious. But my ex wasn't done. He grabbed wine bottles from the tables and started smashing them on the ground, screaming obscenities about me and my husband. Guests were backing away, some were crying, others were filming on their phones. Security finally tackled him and held him down while someone called the police. By the time the cops arrived, the reception hall was destroyed. Broken glass everywhere. Cake smeared on walls and tables. My dress completely ruined. My ex was arrested for trespassing, assault, and destruction of property. The venue manager felt so terrible that he refunded part of our money and offered to host a redo reception for free. We took him up on it. 2 months later, we had a second, much smaller reception with just our closest family and friends. My ex is still facing charges. He's been ordered to stay away from us permanently. And somehow, despite everything, our wedding day became a story we'll never forget for all the wrong reasons. Speaking of weddings gone wrong, here's a story about a bride who expected a professional artist to work for free. A graphic designer shared their experience with a choosing beggar bride who wanted a custom wedding logo designed for free. The bride reached out saying she loved the artist's work and wanted something really special for her wedding invitations, programs, and decorations. The artist sent over their rates: $300 for a custom logo package. The bride's response: "That's way too expensive. Can't you just do it for free? I'll tag you on Instagram. You'll get tons of exposure from my 400 followers." The artist politely explained that exposure doesn't pay rent or buy groceries. The bride got angry and said, "You're being really selfish. This is my wedding. Don't you want to help make someone's special day perfect?" The artist responded, "I absolutely want to help make your day special. My rate is $300. The bride tried guilt-tripping. "I'm a single mom, and we're on a tight budget. I thought artists were supposed to be kind and supportive." The artist replied, "I am supportive of paying my own bills. My rate is $300, or I can recommend some template websites where you can make your own logo for $20. The bride exploded, called the artist greedy, selfish, and not a real artist. Then she threatened to ruin their reputation by telling everyone how mean they were. The artist screenshot the entire conversation and posted it online with the caption, "Exposure doesn't pay my rent." The post went viral. Thousands of people supported the artist. And the bride? She ended up using a free Canva template for her wedding. Sometimes, beggars really can't be choosers. So what do you think? Was my ex completely insane for crashing my wedding? And was that bride out of line for expecting free work? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe to Story Republic for more wild stories every day.